Brothers, let's talk about one of the most frustrating lies men are sold. Just be honest. Be real with me. I want a man who tells the truth. That's what she says. But when you actually give her the raw truth, when you speak like a man with a spine, who is afraid to call it like it is? Suddenly, you're too blunt. You're mean. You're toxic. This double standard is killing modern men. You're told to open up, be vulnerable, and communicate. But the moment you speak without a filter, you get punished for it. So today, we're exposing this hypocrisy for what it is. Why women say they want honesty, but emotionally can't handle the truth they claim to crave. This is Woman Unmasked. Let's break it wide open. 1. Women crave emotional comfort, not emotional truth. When a woman says, "Be honest with me," she's not actually inviting truth. She's inviting truth that feels good. Let's say you tell her, "You gained weight. I still love you, but I notice." Now she's hurt. Now you're body shaming. Now you're insensitive. You were honest, but that honesty didn't reinforce her self-image. And that's the problem. Modern women want emotional padding around every truth. If the truth makes her feel insecure, you're the villain. If it affirms her fantasy, you're the man she needed. That's not honesty. That's emotional manipulation disguised as vulnerability. Example. A man once told his girlfriend he noticed her pulling away emotionally. He wasn't angry, just observant. Her response? Tears, accusations, and a breakup. The truth shattered the image she wanted to maintain. 2. Women want honesty with a filter, a feminine filter. Women are emotionally driven. Their communication style is indirect, nuanced, emotionally coded. So when you as a man speak directly, you're too harsh, too cold, too logical. Example, you say, "I'm not looking for anything serious." To you, that's honesty. To her, that's rejection. And most won't accept it unless it's sugar-coated in ambiguity. But if you say, "I'm just going with the flow," or "I'm not ready for a relationship," now you're communicating in her language. Men are punished not for lying, but for being clear. That's the paradox. You're more accepted when you manipulate with softness than when you lead with truth. Example, a guy once told a girl after 3 dates that he didn't see it going anywhere. She told him he was emotionally abusive just for being upfront. Yet another guy ghosted her, and she chased him for months. 3. They reward comforting lies over disruptive truths. You've seen it. She ignores the man who tells her, "You're acting entitled." But she runs back to the one who sweet talks her while cheating. Why? Because truth causes discomfort. Lies preserve the fantasy. Even if it's fake, comfort is addictive. And when a man tells her the truth about her behavior, her attitude, her double standards, she doesn't say, "Thank you for being honest." She says, "You're shaming me." Modern culture rewards a lie if it feels empowering, and rejects the truth if it feels confronting. You being honest isn't the issue. Her inability to accept truth without emotional collapse is. Example, a man told his girlfriend that her drinking habits were becoming a problem. Instead of listening, she called him controlling. Weeks later, she praised her therapist for saying the same thing in a softer way. For honesty is just a loyalty test in disguise. Sometimes when a woman says, "Tell me the truth," she doesn't want the truth at all. She wants to know, "Are you loyal enough to lie for me?" Example, she asks, "Do you think she's prettier than me?" You pause. You consider being real. Wrong move, because the question wasn't about the answer. It was about whether you'd say what she needed to hear to feel secure. That's why even when you lie with good intention, they say, "You're just saying that." And when you tell the truth, how could you say that? You lose either way. The test wasn't about honesty. It was about validation. Men get trapped in these emotional riddles. And when you finally tell the truth, she punishes you for failing her unspoken script. Example, a man admitted he found a celebrity attractive. His girlfriend didn't speak to him for 2 days. It wasn't about the celebrity. It was about whether he'd prioritize her emotional comfort over his honesty. 5. Women don't want the truth. They want control over it. This one cuts deep. Women want control of the narrative. So if your truth contradicts her version of events, You're gaslighting. You're toxic. You're a narcissist. Example, you say, "You disrespected me in front of my friends." She replies, "You're being sensitive. I didn't mean it that way." Your truth gets dismissed because it doesn't fit her comfort zone. And if you press the issue, now you're arguing. Now you're aggressive. This is how men are trained to shut up, to keep the peace, to walk on eggshells. She doesn't want truth in the open. She wants control of the truth's direction. Example, a guy told his girlfriend that her flirting with other men in public was disrespectful. She turned the tables and accused him of being insecure. The truth didn't matter. Her version of events was final. 6. The real reason women reject honesty: it breaks the illusion. Here's the core issue. Truth destroys illusions. And illusions are where most modern women live. The illusion that they're never wrong. The illusion that they deserve perfection. The illusion that they're empowered, flawless, and always a victim. When a man speaks truth, it brings accountability. It breaks the comfort bubble. And in a world that constantly tells women, "You're enough as you are," the last thing they want is a man saying, "You're not acting right. You're not entitled to that. You need to grow up." So they brand the truth as toxicity, and the men who speak it as misogynists. But truth isn't hate. Truth is clarity. And clarity is what men are starving for. Example, one man calmly told his girlfriend she was playing the victim to avoid taking responsibility. She cried and told her friends he was emotionally abusive. She didn't want growth. She wanted insulation. 7. If you tell the truth, be ready to walk alone. This is where we get real. If you decide to be a man who speaks with integrity, honesty, and clarity, be ready for backlash. You will be called names, be ghosted, be labeled emotionally unavailable. But here's the power. You will attract a rare woman who respects strength, who values truth over fantasy, who doesn't collapse when she's challenged. Most women won't be ready, but the right ones will respect you because you refuse to lie. Don't bend to keep her happy. Stand to keep your soul intact. Example, a man told his date she was late and disrespectful for making him wait 45 minutes without a message. She got angry and walked off. But a week later, she messaged him saying no one had ever held her accountable like that, and it stuck with her. Men, the next time a woman says, "Just be honest with me," ask yourself, does she want truth? Or does she want emotional comfort wrapped in soft language? Because most of the time, it's not honesty she wants. It's reassurance. She wants to feel like she can handle the truth, but only if it flatters her, only if it agrees with her emotions. But you're not here to babysit feelings. You're here to walk in truth. Because the man who speaks truth, even if he walks alone, he walks in power. And in a world built on pretty lies, one man of truth is a revolution. If this video slapped you awake, good. Because we don't coddle men here. We call them up. Subscribe to Woman Unmasked for more truth bombs every man needs. Like this video to help break the spell of emotional manipulation. Comment below. Have you ever told a woman the truth and paid the price for it? Share this with your brothers, sons, and friends who are drowning in confusion and silence. It's time to stop lying to survive. Speak your truth. Stand tall. Walk free. This is Woman Unmasked.